Good evening, adventurers. It is Tuesday, 7 p.m., so that means it is time for Twilight Malediction, our Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign, here on the GrowedUpGeek gaming channel, our flagship show, the show on which everything else on this channel is built, and to the people that I owe the most to, because without this, there's no other show or anything, and I would be playing D&D right now. So, with that said, welcome to this evening's episode. It seems like episode 23. So if we were a network television show, we would have a full season's order so far. We will start, as always, we'll meet the fantastic players and their characters. We'll do a quick recap, and then we will jump right in as always. Let's start tonight with our kind of the focal point-ish of our kind of current story arc. Dustin, tell us about Kelroth and what's going on with him.
So, my name is Dustin. I'm playing Kelroth. He is a half-elf cleric of the life domain. And yeah, he's a bit of a pacifist, and as has recently come out, he's committed crimes in his past. And that is part of the reason why he commits to being a pacifist, because when he does acts of violence, he loses control and something takes over and he attacks anyone and everyone around him. And that resulted in some trouble in his past, and people are hunting him down, and they've managed to catch up to him, and now everyone in the party is in jeopardy because of it. So he's hoping that this goes okay.
Might be able to talk my way out of it. Just we threw up the wanted poster up in stream, which would have been the absolute outing of Kelroth had he not come clean on his own last week. But either way, the party was going to find out, and he chose what he did. I think it's better for it. Let's move upstairs to our monk, who is kind of not from here and kind of just trying to do right. Lewis, tell us about Baldr.
I am Lewis, playing Baldr, who, like as Manny said, is not really from here. He is from, actually, Eberron, and where he was basically sent from there to here on a quest to find himself and to figure out just the way the world works, the ways of right and wrong, and figure out the best way to carve a path.
Just going along, going for the flow, doing the good things. All right, fabulous. And we will finish off with our local resident of Icewind Dale and probably concerned player character. A lot of things going on with your boy Cryovane. Tenta, tell us about Jaatuuli.
Jaatuuli is a lizard folk that is blessed to live in the cold and the tundra, because he worships Cryovane. That is a boon he receives. He's a barbarian of the Eagle Path. He is feathered. He is almost 7 feet tall. He is 400 pounds of pure muscle and tail and teeth and claws. And he is not happy about the recent events, and is actually rather nonplussed about what's going on with Kelroth.
The barbarian using nonplussed. Love it. All right. So that is our very wordy and vocabulary-rich party. Don't let the barbarian fool you. Except for wisdom saves, it's good to go. All right. I'm Manny, at GrowedUpGeek on your social medias, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. If you like what we do here or want to keep up with what we do, go ahead and give us a follow, subscribe, whatever it is, the affirmation on your platform of choice. I guess we'll get into the recap. So last week, the party, fresh from their victory over the over the renegade druid that they've been tracking more or less the entire campaign to this point. They made their way out of Sunblight, the aptly named citadel, former home of Dwarven kings and sudden occupants, the Drow. As the party left the vault after where their final encounter took place, they began to hear sounds, right? Scraping. As two of the Dwarven kings had seemingly been awakened from their eternal rest, potentially by whatever the ritual that the druid had been taking part in. Party seeing no desire or interest in potentially... Oh, no. Kelroth asked the gods what they should do, and they told you guys not to mess with the Ghost Kings. Party
list.
Yeah. Yeah, good, probably a good call. Dungeon Master says it was a good call. And after that, the party left Sunblight, returned on the 3-day journey back towards Ten Towns. Before they left, Kelroth received a mysterious message, most likely in his back and forth correspondence with Bespit. And after receiving it, he informed the party that he was a wanted fugitive and is apparently wanted by the Flaming Fist mercenaries who've set up shop out in the northern part of the tundra of Icewind Dale. And that at a time in his life, he found himself unable to control himself when committing acts of violence. And as a result, somebody ended up dead. And now he's a fugitive chased by the Flaming Fist. And as an explanation of his pacifism, at least as it pertains to the party, his belief is that he would not be able to control himself and that a member of the party could end up injured, and that's not something he was prepared to live with. With that in mind, when the party arrived back at Ten Towns, the wanted poster everybody sees up in stream was plastered all over East Haven. And in addition to Kelroth being wanted, the bottom of the poster states anybody caught in the company of this fugitive will be basically subject to the same punishment as Kelroth. So this essentially has made the entire party fugitives and unable to travel freely about Ten Towns. As they were looking at the poster, they were accosted by... Lewis, thanks for the sub, buddy. They were accosted by what seemed like a guard with a very distinct accent, haircut, and eye patch, as well as 3 kind of very obvious little kind of cohorts that turned out to be Velen Harple, polymorphed herself and her little undead kobolds, and reminded the party that it was almost the full moon and Arl's castle out in the Sea of the Moving Ice would soon be appearing, and that they should make their way there in order to steal the prayer of the devout. It is basically the prayer to Orl that kind of engages her followers. Party found out that Dazan had used that prayer, or had used an incantation and changed it to the prayer as the way of getting to the hidden city that he had been looking for, as well as the powerful artifacts. So Velen, being the awesome kind of facilitator of quests that she was, agreed to acquire certain items for the party as their personas non grata in town, and also kind of requisitioned their axe beaks, most likely stolen. And she and the party, her little 3 kobolds, have decided to ride off, basically almost due north and then a little cut to the northwest, towards the Sea of the Moving Ice, towards Orl's castle. We'll begin tonight. Party all axe-beaked, mounted and the such. Valin Harple on her Tensor's floating disc, 3 other discs with her kobolds underneath them. She pulls out a little book as if she's prepared to go on a ride. I'm ready whenever you are. And then she just sits there and begins to flip through her book.
You sure love that book.
Can I see what she's reading?
It looks like a book on the Netherese.
Does it look like she's reading it, or is she just flipping the pages?
Give me perception.
Bookstore.
15.
The book is upside down.
Okay. I mean, she could still be reading it, but she's crazy. She's a wizard, whatever. Okay. I mean, I'm ready. Oh, wait, she was going to give us some stuff. We got some potions and stuff, right?
Yes, she gave you a couple potions, and then as far as everything else that I promised, I will be along with it in time. We do have some traveling to do, and I can't just be reaching through portals and stealing out of the host tower of the arcane. I must wait till a little later. But
okay, let's go.
All right.
I mean, unless anyone has anything else to do.
No.
Mush.
So up in stream is going to be kind of the map of 10 towns. We'll then blow it out to the bigger map of Icewind Dale when we get there. So you're going to take off basically northwest, kind of in between East Haven and Caer Dinerval, just through the tundra on your Axebeaks, who seem very kind of excited and enthusiastic. They haven't seen you in a while. They really bonded with you, and most importantly, they're wild creatures who enjoy to run, and I imagine them being locked up in a stable somewhere while you've been gone hasn't exactly been their cup of tea.
Question.
Yes.
How long is this journey going to take us?
It's probably about two to 3 days, depending.
Okay. Is on the journey, I want to keep an eye out for dragons and potential law keepers.
Okay.
Yeah. Law keepers.
That's what I'm going to call them.
We hate them.
Fuck the police, right?
Yeah.
that's Kelroth.
LWA, lizard folk with attitude.
Hate all the different races and also fuck the police.
So you make your way out of town. It seems particularly dark for this time of the day. You're used to the darkness. This curse has been going quite a while. You've been in Icewind Dale for almost a month at this point. And it seems dark and dreary. And as you make your way deeper, kind of north into the tundra, the glowing embers of burning parts of the city, you're kind of centrally located, so it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towns you can probably more or less see off in the distance, kind of lit up. And most of them appear to be smoldering and dark, and even the ones that are close by don't seem very alive as they have been in your times through there. That these people have persevered in some sort of semblance of a life despite this curse. And for the first time, it seems that like the despair is really setting in, and the towns and the civilizations of Icewind Dale might finally be on the brink of collapse. Further out into Icewind Dale, it would appear that you come across a series of corpses, not of humanoids of any kind, but of large animals. Various elk, some bison,
Are they all like grouped together?
Just kind of one here, one there.
Okay. Can I tell what killed them?
Give me a nature check.
Or medicine, perhaps?
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe survival. Maybe.
That doesn't matter. I rolled super low. 11.
Oh, I got nature. Can I roll?
Yeah.
I got a 15.
I'm just investigating the wounds, if there are any.
There is basically a large kind of oval-shaped, almost perforation along both sides of the animals. Like if they're standing on 4 legs, both sides of the spine. No flesh or parts of it seem to be missing, as if they were eaten. They just seem to have almost been crushed by this large creature.
Are they still good to eat?
Well, you don't know what... It could be poisonous, the monster that bit them or something.
I mean,
I'll tell you if it did.
yeah, give me a survival, because I feel like that's where that falls.
21.
They look perfectly fine. They're not more than 2 days old. Your only concern would be, as you examine the bodies, that the legs or certain big sections of bones seem to be completely crushed into like a dust.
We'll have to be careful what we take to eat of these.
Valin kind of takes a moment from her upside down book. This kind of looks. I can't wait to be rid of this place. And she goes like right back to reading as the kind of group stops for to examine these bodies.
Much meat as I can that's edible off of some of these guys here.
Okay.
Stick it in my pack. You never know.
All right. Anybody else wanna?
I mean, I get... Alright, something crushed these... Well, not livestock, wild stock.
Yeah. Like I said, like elk, bison,
Yeah.
big things though.
Are we out in... Is it just a clear opening? Like, has something been dumping bodies here?
It's the tundra, so there's no civilizations nearby. Right. You're going to be traveling kind of in a hilly kind of region, so there'll be mounds and kind of changes of elevation. You don't see any footprints or anything anywhere around you in the snow. As far as your axe beaks, Valin and her kobolds on their discs, you are through... Nobody's been through here since the last snow, at least.
But it's been, like, they've been here for estimated about 48 hours.
Not much decay. It is cold.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I can't speak with dead. No. It's
We
just
should
like...
put yeah, ow.
Well, it wouldn't make... It doesn't make them able to speak, so they would just make animal sounds, I guess.
What happened? Wow, that sounds terrible. Are you okay?
Awful. Okay. What is this? Why do I have that?
Oh, I was like, I don't know. What is it?
No, it just...
Oh.
I have an attack spell for some reason.
Itching.
Okay, sorry. It's just, you know how, like, when clerics reach certain levels, they get free spells depending on their domain?
I got it.
That's what it is. Yeah, I was like, I don't
Domain
remember
spell.
choosing that spell.
Your God gave it to you. Maybe you should use it.
Yeah.
God put this here, man, for me and for you.
Well, it wouldn't be
Take
the
advantage.
first attack thing he's given me. Also, next level, I yell. Anyways, okay, I say mush.
All right, so Valin just down for the crowd, just starts moving again on her discs, her kobolds, who seem somewhat interested in the dead bodies, but dare not kind of stray from her too far. And as you continue to move out, you pass the Lonely Wood. Valin makes it very clear to steer around it, lest you run into anybody from there foraging through the forests or anything. I just feel that the wide open tundra give us more of an opportunity to see if anybody is pursuing us. And as she says that, she kind of looks behind her into the darkness, probably to no avail, but seems pretty satisfied with herself and goes right back to reading her book. As her kobolds start to kind of sleep on their discs like cats in windowsills. Arm like half hanging off.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pass the Lonely Wood. At this point, it is beginning to turn early evening. At no point today do you remember seeing that odd pseudo daytime portion of the day. For how long you've been traveling and how far you've gone, it has been essentially almost a full day of travel, and at no point was your day broken up by the light of the day.
I have a question. This is just a dumb Dustin question. How far is 1,000 feet? It's like, it's not a mile. It's
No,
it's like
it's like a fifth of a
No,
mile.
dear God, no.
Yeah,
That's
5,000
a
it's
feet.
mile,
like
yeah.
it's not that far, right? It's like two blocks maybe,
1,000
or a
feet
block.
is like 300 yards.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
so it's like a block maybe.
A little bit bigger than a block.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
like
maybe like 2 blocks.
almost two.
Okay. I'm just like, I'm reading the like range of this spell, and I'm like, that's not that far. Sensitive.
I mean, I don't know. 1,000
Yeah, no. Okay. I was thinking of casting a spell, but it's like
No
that's
judgment
not
here.
far enough.
1,000
Anyways,
feet.
okay, sorry.
You can-
I've got all these new spells that I gotta read them. Anyways, come on.
As you make your way past the Lonely Wood, it begins to get terribly cold, and the wind begins to whip up. Valin seems completely uninterested in the party as you kind of talk back and forth and discuss directions. Jaatuuli half leading the way with his familiarity of the lands. Valin makes a point to take no part in it, and seems almost to purposefully be giving off kind of exclusionary body language. I need everybody to give me a perception check, please.
I always roll so low. I just don't understand. Anyways, I got a 15.
Okay.
I can also I can see up to a mile away very clearly,
Okay.
With your
And,
eagle eyes.
dim light doesn't impose disadvantages on my perception checks.
Okay.
So just so you know there.
That's a 10 for me.
All right.
17 for me.
Okay. 17, and you can see for a mile.
Yep. With my eagle eyes.
As you kind of turn past the Lonely Wood at Valin's instructions and begin to make a turn to the northwest to the coast, you see, just like you have, but in a more kind of clustered location, way off in the distance, a bunch of bodies, once again, of large animals, this time with an even larger figure knelt over one of them.
Can I get any detail on it?
From behind, it just appears very large, like exceptionally large. Humanoid figure, dressed in heavy furs, and it appears to kind of be examining some of the bodies.
How far away is he?
With your like eagle vision or whatever, we're gonna call that you saw it like way the hell out there, and just you see 1,000 feet further than everybody else, so you'd be the first to have seen it. So you're gonna be a good 1,000 feet out.
I'll tell the party about it. We should approach cautiously. This thing is large and intelligent.
At the sound of intelligent, Valin pulls down her book. I would love to see what passes for wit out here. As she turns and kind of looks.
I did not say wit, witch. I said intelligent.
She flips her book back to right side up. My apologies. And goes back to reading.
Can I just at some point, like, I just want to ask her if she has these spell components to cast divination. I need the
flesh of a buffalo.
Incense in a sacrificial offering together with 25 gold pieces which the spell consumes. So I need incense and some other type of thing.
I need a lot of incense, and I mean like a lot.
Yeah. Anyways, that's just something, like, since she's getting stuff for us, I'm gonna see if she can get some of that for me. Putting that on the radar. Okay. Well, should we just like go around this thing, or what's the?
Never go around.
Deal? I mean,
always through. Let's walk closer.
Okay.
And I will call out to it.
Hey, you.
Hey! Hey, only person standing out here.
Hey, dude, I'm a lizard. Is that weird? You want to talk?
Okay, good.
So yeah, we'll walk further towards it, and when we get about to what I consider the party's eye shot, then I'll stop the party and kind of look again, see if any more details have come to light.
As you kind of crest over the bank of this frozen river in the middle of the tundra, you see 8 bodies of large animals, bears, a whale, a bison, some elk, just kind of scattered about. The same condition as ones that you saw earlier. They appear with the same kind of tooth bite pattern along the side. Everything appears kind of malformed, broken bones, something really devastating. But none of them have been picked at or eaten in any kind of way. And Jaatuuli, if you want to give me another perception check to look at the figure. Now that
I was not paying attention. I got an 8. I was like, what?
Look at all these dead bodies, y'all.
I was like, look at all that meat. And I just lost it.
It's definitely a humanoid, dressed in heavy furs, knelt down over one of the bodies. As you get closer, you also notice the body that it is over appears to be moving.
Oh. Excellent. One of the meat is still alive. I'll start kind of like power walking that way. Come with Jaatuuli. Maybe we can eat it while it's fresh.
As you begin to make your way towards it, the creature on the ground kind of jerks and gives off a pretty impressive roar that you instantly recognize as a large grizzly bear. Getting closer, the figure just becomes more and more imposing, and it's not too long before you realize it's one of the Goliath barbarian tribe that you've seen before. This individual you've never seen. His headdress is a little different, a little more feathered, and kind of probably not as warrior focused as the ones you've seen previously. This one carries no weapons, just a big heavy fur coat and some kind of pouches and little vials along the belt of their coat.
Shaman boy.
Stands up to this impressive 8.5 feet. Turns, seems kind of startled. Gives Valin a really good look. Peace be upon you. Even though the darkness reigns, it does not mean we cannot be a source of light. I am Bobson, Shaman of the Reghead Barbarian tribe, and I am out here helping nature's animals so that they can once again thrive in the darkness. And you see him kind of go back and put his hands over what appears to be a broken leg on the bear. And like an attempt...
Did he say his name was Bobsled?
Bobson.
Bobson, okay.
Bob.
I mean, it's icy out here. Maybe it's like I don't know.
You're really getting
Anyways,
lazy with the NPC names.
all right, Bobsled. So he's like some kind of druid. Is it like talking to the animal? The animal's calm.
The animal is... It's calm. It appears to be mostly in distress because it appears to have a broken leg.
Okay.
I'll say I am Jaatuuli, shaman of the Vori people. What is this? The only living animal?
That I've come across since I left my village. Yes. The dragon appears to be hunting for sport and pleasure, not for food. And he kind of points around, and as he does, all the pieces of the animal bodies that you've seen to this point kind of paint this picture of the dragon coming down, biting them on both sides of the spine, flying up into the air with them, and then dropping them out of the sky to crash down into the ground.
That is particularly cruel. Though.
Did you say cool?
Cruel.
I mean, I agree.
I don't understand why any creature would do this.
Well, I think we've kind of established that maybe there's something affecting the mind of Cryovane, perhaps.
It appears as if the beast is trying to send a signal that no one is welcome in Icewind Dale any longer.
Even animals. What is wrong?
It doesn't make sense. Shatuli wouldn't that cause your people to move? Why would Cryovane do this?
I'm still not affected by the cold, which means my boon is intact. I can't tell about the rest of the tribe if theirs is as well. There is something remaining of Cryovane. He is not all the way gone.
Do you think it might be a different dragon?
Could be.
We saw the female earlier. Do you think it might be another female
No,
trying?
not really. I don't believe so. Only because look at the size of the bite mark. That is,
Could it be another male moving in?
that would be interesting, to say the least. I do not think Cryovane would suffer another unless it were a female. So, this is disturbing.
I'm gonna ask the druid or shaman or whatever. I'm gonna ask if he needs help with the bear.
Why, yes. And he kind of steps back and points to this spot on one of the like front legs of the creature, and it has this almost like crystalline ice on it. Not balls of snow like clung to the fur or anything, but that like a literal part of one of its legs appears to be frosted. And the druid picks out like a little thing of oil that he has on his belt. That's from the dragon. This can help with that, but I am unable to hold it down and apply the oil. So if anybody could help me, we could get this creature back to mobility and hopefully safety.
I mean, I'm pretty strong. Jaatuuli, you want to help me hold this big boy down?
Sure.
All right, we'll work together to hold the bear down.
Okay. Let me get an athletics check from both of you.
Natural 20.
Nice.
For 23.
Wow.
That might be like my first natural 20. I don't think I've rolled like any of them. Mind you, I don't do combat, so I don't get as many rolls as everybody else.
You said a what? What one?
I rolled a natural 20 on my athletics to hold the bear down.
Athletics?
Yeah,
Okay.
if everybody wants to help hold the bear down.
I got a 17
Okay.
on my athletics.
Uh, 18.
Wasn't a great roll.
This new ring, I've got my muscles, they're bulging.
You are unbelievably helpful as it comes to holding the bear down.
The demon.
They put the oil on, and the ice begins to instantly melt as if run under hot water, and the kind of stiff, rigid, kind of discolored leg that the ice appeared on seems to kind of get a normal kind of color to it. Mobility seems to, and the bear, its cries of pain seem to have subsided, and it, more than anything, just seems kind of spooked and would like to just get away from everything.
Put it in a sleeper hold. No, just...
Getting sleep.
And that's the time.
Got him in the sleeper, guys.
That's the time I choked out a bear.
Yeah. No, it's all good. I mean, is the bear okay now to go?
The Goliath has stood up and kind of stood back. I think it should be fine if you'd like to let it go.
Okay, we'll let the bear go.
Okay. It scrambles to its feet real quickly, turns to everybody, gives everybody like.
Oh, camera.
Yeah.
Oh, Manny disappeared.
You can still hear me.
No,
though, right?
he evolved into a giant M.
He is Manny now.
All right.
He is Manny cubed.
All right.
He's
Squared.
in the ether.
Yeah. You can still hear me though, right?
Yeah, we can hear you
Okay.
totally fine.
All right.
Nothing-
You're
no-
literally an M on the stream.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see
you're
that in
just an M.
Streamlabs.
You're so cool.
So
I mean, it works.
it turns around, it gives you like a threatening roar, and just scampers off into the darkness. Valin can be heard giving a little like snort of derision, helping an
I
animal.
put her in a sleeper hole.
Helping animals seems beneath all capabilities. These are wild creatures subject to nature's whims, and if this whim is to be consumed and hurt by a dragon, who are we to say otherwise?
Yeah, like kobolds, wild creatures that, they die and then they move on. Oh, right. There's undead ones right behind you.
These are my family. Like most families,
You're a kobold?
relationships
I'm
are
just
not
feigning being
understood by those on the outside.
Yeah, well, that bear was like a druid who's very powerful and keeps the lands in check, helps keep balance so that dragons can eat and kill people. There you go. Shut up. We're done. Let's go.
Where are you off to next, Bobson?
Ta-da! All right.
Hey!
Yay, I'm back.
You were the master.
I intend to seek what happened to the members of my tribe who went into the mountains a week or two ago, to see if I can aid them, and if they are bringing glory and heroism to our clan.
I have ill news for you. Your men of your clan were slain at the mountain. To the man. We found their bodies mangled.
Did we rescue one? I forgot. I don't. Oh.
Oh,
We
no,
lost
Lewis is out.
We're having a
he
bad
hates-
day.
He hates delivering bad news.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
One more bad thing happens on this D&D campaign, I'm out.
No.
There you go.
There it is. There it
Hey,
is.
there he is.
Hey.
Hey, fella.
I'm Jaatuuli now.
Okay. I'm yeah.
You're Baldr.
I don't have anybody to beat. Oh, am I Baldr?
Yeah, you're Baldr. At least for the moment.
Boom.
Now you're Orryn.
Boom.
Thunder Gauntlet.
and then roll a 6. So he kind of takes like a real, that was like a real gut punch to him. I don't understand. We are the largest, most powerful Goliath tribe in all of Icewind Dale, and have been for centuries. How could they have not survived? What was it?
We are not 100% sure what killed them.
All we can say is that there's a lot of drow and Arl worshippers and a lot of evil
A lot of hullabaloo.
in the Dale, and maybe all these forces, maybe insignificant by themselves, have all added up to become this, larger problem that's kind of affecting everybody, including your people.
I can tell you there is a druid that is responsible for it. As to what physically destroyed them, I don't know, but there is a druid mind controlling other creatures. Have you seen anyone with blue glowing eyes?
Not for a few days, but I have sensed something different about the animals of of Icewind Dale.
Even females of your tribe we've seen with glowing eyes.
I worry that we may be the last of our kind. These years have dwindled our numbers just trying to survive. And now with this dragon and this drow that you speak of, I worry that all of this will be for naught.
We are on a mission to make sure that it is not all for naught. But we shall see what we are capable of. We're going to Orl's now in an attempt to kill her.
Be careful. With all of our valor and all of our wants for glory, she is still a demigoddess. I would tread lightly.
Look upon these bodies, and you will know her fate. I will bite her and rend her and drop her from height.
Did you just like do the hard body pose, like like Mr. Universe? This like look upon this body.
No, the bodies, man, the dead ones.
Oh,
You're gonna replicate their damage to her.
oh! I thought you were taking him to the gun show.
I mean, I'm taking everyone to the gun show constantly. I'm jacked.
Free admission, y'all. You're welcome.
It's free admission year round too.
He has a very solemn look on his face. He's had a lot to deal with in the last couple of moments. I've heard about your tribe and the respect that we have always had for each other, to not interfere and to admire from a distance. I do not doubt your resolve. I believe that in these times, one just must always be cautious.
Are you armed? Do you need a weapon?
I cannot accept one, for I am an agent of nature, that I bring bounty and healing upon this world, not pain or destruction.
Then when you go, be cautious, for that's all we find. It's destruction and pain.
I have seen it all over the tundra, and I know I will see more before my duty ends here. I bid you farewell and safe travels. He kind of looks at everybody, including Villin, and also to Orryn. This place is better for having you here. Even you, he says, pointing to Villin, who I know. We thank you. All of us do. The tribes, the people, everybody who will never stomp you or appreciate what you've done says thank you. And I hope nature's blessings will be upon you in your hours to come.
You as well. May Cryovane guide you.
Kind of gives a kind of respectful salute. And as he does, the wind really begins to pick up and the snow begins to really fall. Volin looks around. Well, this could be a problem. I say we travel as far as we can before the blizzard gets too bad, and then I will arrange for a place for us to stay for the evening.
Very well. I lead. You follow.
Of course, this is your home. She goes back to sitting cross-legged, reading her book. As you continue on, the blizzard becomes more and more and more intense, almost to a sheer whiteout. The wind is howling, the temperature has fallen, the sky is dark. It is about as miserable and as cold of a place as anybody has ever been or maybe even heard of in their lives. I'm going to need a survival check from everybody, please.
Survive.
Is it based on just cold? Just being cold?
And your orientation with each other in the snow.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 on my survival.
Okay.
I've got a 20 on my survival.
Okay.
15?
Okay. And I'm going to roll for...
Pretty poor.
Okay. As the snow begins to come down even heavier and the wind whips up, blasting it from all sorts of directions, not only the snow falling from the sky, but all the snow currently on the ground, creating huge drifts. If you begin to stand still for even a moment, your axe beaks begin to look somewhat uncomfortable, despite this, being their, natural climate and then being beasts of burden. Even Volin, notable kind of badass, seems a little inconvenienced. And I'm going to need everybody to give me a perception check as well.
Oh, let's do some looking. I got a 24.
God damn. I got a 19.
Okay.
I finally rolled above a 10.
14.
Look at you.
As everybody struggles to stay together in the blizzard, with most likely Jaatuuli in the lead of the party, everybody.
I'll probably be trailing behind. Orryn will be in the middle.
As you, Jaatuuli being so large, easy to follow. Kelroth, with his kind of shiny metal armor, easy to follow. Baldr also being... Baldr, you kind of tall, yeah?
Like average height.
Okay. Colorful costume, cape, boots, something about everybody allows them to be kept in sight. It's not for a couple moments that you realized nobody can find Orryn.
You're killing Orryn off when he's... Oh, poor... Oh, that's sad.
It's the narrative reason for him not being here. He got lost.
That's what happens when you call in sick.
Fucking dead.
You die.
Fucking fuck you. All right, well... Don't worry, guys. Got to speak with dead when we find Orryn.
Ask him what happened.
I got lost, man, in the blizzard. It's what fucking happened.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Well, shoot. What do? We need to make camp and look for Orryn when it clears up, unless we want us all to be lost.
Well, Orryn has magical powers that could probably protect him, so he probably won't die from like the cold. At the very least, we can have that knowledge. Are we still in a blizzard here? Like, is it like whipping around us?
Yes.
Okay. We're all
Villain.
like huddled together. Yeah. What about Valen? Is she here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she looks kind of miserable, and the kobolds do as well.
You can't quite hack it here. This is not your land.
She
Also,
she hears you kind of talk derisively to her. Folds her book. It's inside of her coat. Steps off.
does she have? Hey, you're a magic user. Do you have like divination, locate person? We're looking for a companion. We are trying to do something for you. We kind of need all of our group to be get together to have a chance.
She pulls out a small little piece of ivory,
A small little piece of Orryn. What the fuck?
piece of marble, and a silver spoon, and starts rubbing them together on either side of the spoon.
Okay.
And as she does, the wind kind of seems to stop for a second. And suddenly you are in the shadow of this enormous mansion.
Oh, she's doing the big boy stuff. Okay, well, there's just a giant mansion now.
I have provided our lodgings large enough that your friend should be able to find us, and comfortable enough for us all to stay while we await the end of this storm.
Seems reasonable. Yeah, I can't change my spells. I could try and find Orryn, but I don't have the appropriate magic at the moment.
Magic this, magic that. We will find him with our eyes.
Valen looks at everybody very well. Me and my family shall be inside. If you would like to join us, I have made up rooms I believe to be appropriate for all of you. If you desire to stay out and await your friend, I completely understand. But I shall be inside, and this magnificent mansion shall be available to you should you choose to use it.
I will wait outside. I will wait for Orryn.
All right. Very well. And she opens the door. The kobolds run inside like your dog would when you get home from a walk. And she steps inside. From what you can see in through the doorway, it is a lavishly appointed mansion. Very similar aesthetic to the interior of the host tower of the Arcane. Seems much larger on the inside than it does on the outside. Covered in wood and all kinds of magical things appearing to be going on inside. If you need me, I shall be inside. Best of luck finding your friend. And she politely closes the door.
You two should get in there and be warm. I will wait for Orryn.
Cold does not bother me.
How far
if you
can
would like
you
some
see
company.
in this blizzardness?
I appreciate that, Baldr.
Can you make anything out in the snowiness?
I've got good eyes. I don't know if I can see anything in the snow, though.
You want to give me a perception check at disadvantage, just because you can see forever.
All right. Perception. So I got a 16 at disadvantage.
Okay.
I rolled an 11 and a 12. Took the 11.
Off to the northwest, towards the coast, you see what appears to be 4 or 5 torches cutting through the darkness. No real good idea of what is carrying them, but the light given off sticks out in the darkness, even at the distance and through the snow. And after watching them for a couple of moments, they do appear to be moving, the torchlight.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I say to Baldr and Kildar.
I believe
No.
there's
I don't see.
someone else out here.
There are lights coming our direction.
Lights.
Yes,
Torchlight?
torchlight.
There's
We
always
should
torchlight
see
in the distance.
If Valin can hide this place.
It might already be hidden. Maybe we can see it.
We should.
How far away?
Probably just a couple of 100 feet.
Okay.
I should have chose different spells. God damn it.
I'm gonna hop into the snow and kind of wedge my way into a bank and do a little stealth action here.
Okay.
I will spy
I'm
on them.
I'm gonna step into the door, but I'm gonna hold it open a crack, so that I can see out.
I done good. I'm at a 23.
Oh no!
Okay.
Lost him again.
With your 23, you are going to see what
Just
comes.
my eye.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rather large, kind of bulky figures making their way seemingly towards the coast. You'll see, like I said, 7 bits of torchlight.
Okay. Are they coming this direction? Or are they going-
They're going in the same direction as you are.
Ah. All right. Just for the visual, I'm kind of like an alligator, but in the snow.
Yeah.
It's just like my eyes are peeking.
As an alligator.
Snow alligator. I got one nostril up so I can breathe in.
It's scary.
I wouldn't like that if that was a thing.
Snow alligators.
That's why I hate snow.
Especially if they were 7 foot tall bipedal snow alligators.
Menacing the people of Vail, Colorado.
Get away! Oh.
Dude, all I know is Vail better be rad if I'm going to get chased by white lizards. Like, dude, it's great. It's fucking awesome. Skiing's beautiful. Mountain's awesome. What about the lizards? You get used to them.
Just don't go off the
It's
trail.
only you only gotta run once every once in a while.
They're not that quick. Plus, you probably got skis on. Just ski your ass away.
They're bulky. It's cool. So I'll go ahead and watch them. Are you guys gonna hide, or are you gonna hang out and stare at them?
I'm down for the like I said, cold doesn't bother me. My boots make it to where I am like perfectly adept to the snow in my naked form.
Are you gonna confront them though, or are you going to?
No, I mean I'll hang out with you, man. If you're gonna go confront them, I'll go with you.
Hiding
You
in
know,
the snow.
I'll-
I stepped into the house, so
Then I'll
but
just
I'm keeping an eye
I'll
on
just
things.
kind of like just meld into the snow like you, just kind of like just you
Yeah.
just see me just like lay down just into the snow.
Dig you a little spot.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like.
Oh, that's so fucking scary. A monk and a barbarian, just like
just like lying in wait.
yeah, that's so horrible. Oh god, that makes me laugh so much. Oh, Jesus, what a visual.
Say-
Okay, Manny, that's what you got to work with.
Okay. So
Working.
you're gonna what? Kind of actively slide, or you just gonna keep an eye on him for a little bit?
We're gonna see what they're up to until they make a threatening motion, or until we decide that it's time to pounce.
Okay. Like I said, so you guys are all going in the same direction. So after a couple of moments, the distance between you will have increased. Not very much. They seem to also have been slowed by the blizzard. Every once in a while, it looks like one of the torches kind of falls out of kind of its formation as it's been in. After a couple moments, it regains its position. And after a couple more moments, it appears that they have come to an absolute stop and have kind of circled up amongst themselves in a huddle in the blizzard.
Let's get closer. Let's start through the snow. My eyes are still peeking out, but
It's just like total like Bugs
I was
Bunny
just
and
gonna go.
fucking
I was like
Daffy Duck.
the
like,
Bugs Bunny.
Just,
Careful, Albuquerque's coming up. You don't want to take the wrong turn.
yeah, I told you. You should.
As
we're getting close while submerged.
As you get a little closer, the figures grow clearer. Kind of a grayish green skin, exceptionally kind of husky physiques, about 6 feet tall, very muscular. Protruding tusks, kind of a real guttural language. And as you continue to scan, you would notice that you hear a distressed squawking sound coming from the direction of the monsters.
No. Does it sound like a
Squawk?
familiar squawk? Does it sound like
I don't like distress squawking. That's just, it's not a sound I like.
I agree.
Yeah, give me a nature check if you want to see if you know what it is.
I'm not very good at this, but
Ooh, I rolled good again. 19.
Okay.
ooh, I actually got a 19 too. 17 plus not just plus 2.
Plus my 2.
Wow.
It sounds like an axe beak in distress.
Oh, fuck that. I'll start
I got speak
my
with
way
that ready.
closer and closer. Skimming through the snow.
Street sharking through the snow.
Yeah. Follow me, Baldr.
I guess I'm just like in his wake, just kind of like moving. I can't see in the snow, but I'm definitely just kind of like
Going through his
moving
tunnel.
behind him. Yeah, just
As you get closer, you realize that the figures are those of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 orcs. 5 of them appear, kind of your traditional orc, nothing particularly fancy about them. They seem to be at the back of the line, kind of straggling. They're the ones that appear to be falling while holding the torches. In front, you see a much larger kind of warrior orc wrestling with what appears to be Orryn's axe beak. It's pretty clear by the little chariot basket on the back that Orryn had custom fashioned for him. Orryn is nowhere to be seen. And the orcs appear to be arguing, or at least the larger warrior one attending to the axe beak seems to be screaming at the others from like a position of authority.
All right. We need to keep his bird safe. This is not good. Are you ready? Do you have my back, Baldr?
Always.
I kind of and sidle out of the snow and stand up and look as big and mean as I possibly can. And, hey, what are you doing to my friend's bird?
They look around, scream something in a foreign tongue you don't understand. And as you do, the kind of weaker, smaller ones from their back grab these great axes, kind of look like they're going to pump themselves up. The largest one of them all screams something in what you guess to be Orcish while pointing at the party. Let's have everybody roll for initiative, please. Oh, I already rolled for them.
I get to roll twice now. I have advantage on all initiatives.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
got
the
-2.
like around here now. I got an 18, Manny.
Okay.
Hold on, I lost my dice. So,
Lost
That's my dice.
my dice.
Doesn't sound very good.
all right. $12.
Okay.
Good thing I was quick.
All right, so I'm going to have all the orcs act on the same initiative. So their turn's going to be long, but it's better than Jaatuuli goes, 2 orcs go, Baldr goes, 2 orcs go, blah, blah, blah. All right, so you have popped out of the snow like Schwarzenegger in Predator out of the muddy hill.
I rolled an 8.
Kelroth came out?
I mean, I was paying attention.
Okay.
I was staying
Okay.
near the mansion, but
It's warm over here,
I was
y'all.
keeping my eye out. Yeah. I didn't know what was gonna happen, and I'm not good at stealth, so I decided to stay out of the way.
Okay. As you see them, one of them is going to keep an eye and a firm grasp of the reins of what appears to be Orryn's axe beak. The largest one is barking orders at everybody, gives a big point to make their ways to you. They're going to be about 50 feet. How close did you guys get?
Probably within like 50 feet, I imagine.
Okay. Didn't want to push it. Okay.
We're not super afraid, so probably within 40 feet.
Okay. All right. So
I mean, I can cover that in one.
that's
turn,
what I
so
was saying.
no,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I was like, Baldr's like, yeah, dog, whatever. I'm getting there.
Not upset about it.
All right. So 40 feet away, Baldr and Shatuli just kind of pop up from the ice, make a big ruckus. The orcs screaming in Orcish, and everything else. One of them, to be sure, to grab a firm grasp of the bird. All right, and before we get into combat, this will be a great time for us to take our break real quick. It is 8:27 right now. We will take like a 5 to 10 minute break, and we will come back with this combat encounter with the party. And as I said, 7 orcs out in the middle of the tundra. 8:27. We will be back in, like I said, like 5 to 10 minutes. Hope you stick around and watch them fight a bunch of orcs. We'll be back. Welcome
to the combat.
All right. We are back from our break. Everybody got their little bio break before we step into our rescue mission / pig brawl, green pig brawl in the middle of the tundra. So we have a grand total of 7 orcs, 5 kind of regular, ordinary appearing orcs. One appears to be somewhat of a caster of some sort, and the other one appears to be kind of the leader, a very buff and particularly like scarred up, chipped tooth, an orc.
A man's orc.
Yeah, like Hellscream, those kinds of orcs. All right, so party's going to be 40 feet away. Jaatuuli will be first to act.
Yeah, I will. All right. So Jaatuuli is going to go ahead and start raging out.
Okay.
As you do when you're Jaatuuli. And I will run at them and hack the nearest guy, still within my movement speed.
Okay.
So I don't have to take any additional.
They've been kind of traveling like in 2 columns. So the caster and the Warchief essentially are going to be the furthest away. They're going to be about 60 feet. You're going to get kind of the rank and file regular orcs in the back.
Right.
Okay.
I'll take.
All right. Go ahead and swing away and chop these little green bastards down.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So, swing number 1 is.
Excuse me.
So that is a 16.
Yep.
That is a hit.
Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and. So we got 14 damage on first chop.
Okay.
He's still going?
Yes. You do run up on this thing kind of out of nowhere. It appears weak, kind of small, maybe ill, a little frail as it just kind of cowers as you probably just waylay into this thing.
And then we got 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
And that is 15 damage from the second one.
All right, so you managed to run up on this orc, basically the last in the line, and just wail on it. 2 firm, good, true axe strikes cut it down. It falls dead. The leader, seeing kind of... Oh, go ahead.
If I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
My bonus action, take a gnaw out of the guy that's standing by him.
Okay.
So I got a 21 to hit.
Yes.
That. And I do 10 damage.
Okay.
And I swallow the bits for 3 temporary hit points.
All right, so you're going to take a pretty sizable bite out of the other orc that appears to be trailing in line. The leader, the big warrior amongst them, barks out something again in Orcish, and one of the orcs seems to break away from formation, jumps on the axe beak, and rides off into the distance, like just takes off.
Hecker.
So that's going to be all right. So you are now down to 1, 2, 3 regular orcs, the caster, and the warchief. The warchief going to kind of look around, seeing Jaatuuli kind of impressively cut down his men. Confidently stride, take the great axe off of his back, and take 2 big swings with his axe. 19 plus. It's going to be a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
And a 22 to hit.
Yeah, he sure did.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm still playing Orryn.
12, 20. You're going to take 29 slashing damage before any of your barbarian mitigation.
So then I take 14.
14. Okay. You're going to take 14 slashing damage. The caster.
I always view it as like you flex, like right when you get hit and the blade kind of bounces off your muscles
Yeah.
somehow.
Then fine. I hate math. I hate math. And I'm always doing it.
All right. The kind of witch doctor looking of the orc is going to kind of look around, and it is going to cast a spell, and I need Jaatuuli to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, you're mad because I aren't you? You're just so mad about that. I actually rolled pretty okay. So I got an 18.
Okay. As he kind of casts the spell, he looks you dead in the eye and points at you and barks an order. And because of your sudden wisdom and probably your inability to understand, its attempt at casting command on you has failed.
Wrong language, brother.
I always imagine Orcish as like the fucking people from Ghosts of Mars.
Oh. I feel like it's snorting like the Gamorreans on Star Wars, that like every like breath is like a snort, like a pig. All right, so that's that. The other orcs are all going to roll up on Jaatuuli. The first one is going to be a nat 20 to hit. 15. 16. You're going to take 19 slashing damage before mitigation, so 9.
8. Wait, 9.
9.
Math.
The second one is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Damn it. You're so mad.
That's going to be 5 points of slashing damage after the mitigation.
All right.
And the last one, the one that's barely well, it's not barely standing, but it's definitely missing like a chunk of it where you bit out of it, is going to that's going to be a 16 to hit. I'm guessing that does not get it done. Okay.
Having a big old uncle of his chest taken out is making him
can't really swing while trying to hold like flaps of skin still attached to what's left of his body.
Trying to hold the blood in is hard. Yeah.
All right. So the orcs have now all gone. It is Baldr. They are all kind of grouped up on Jaatuuli, except for the caster, who seems to be at a distance. We'd say the caster's 60 feet away from you. Everybody else is 40.
So I guess the one that's bleeding the most, the one that's kind of like half, holding it in, I'll go for him first.
Feeling kind of woozy.
Then, yeah, I'll just kind of like pop out of the snow and then like, ninja run across it and just, flying kick. 19 to hit.
Yes.
All right, and then second hit, even more, so that'll hit, and then
Yeah.
all right,
Just keep bringing it.
so 7 points of damage for the first hit,
Okay.
and then 13 points of damage for the second hit.
Okay. Tell me how
And
this flying
also-
karate kick comes down and dispatches of this orc.
So I just basically just pop out of the snow, and then as you see me run across it, it's like you see my foot hit the ground, and then like maybe like just a split second later you see like the imprint of my foot like indent the snow, and then as I'm running it's just like, and then you just see the feet disappear, and then this guy just ends up just face down in the dirt.
Squish. All right. So that orc is dead. You got anything else?
Yes, there
Okay.
is another one close by, correct?
Yes, there are 3 actually close by. The Warchief and then 2 of the kind of ordinary everyday orcs.
All right, and then so I will spend a key point and flurry of blows the closest
Okay.
one. 16 plus. Oh, 24 to hit for the first one.
Yes.
And then what is that? Will a 14 hit for the second one?
It does.
All right, so those 2 will hit. 9 points for the first one,
Okay.
and another 13 for the second one.
Okay. It is barely hanging on as you just kind of come at this with like blinding speed. Probably helped by the snow. Probably helped because these orcs probably don't want to be here, especially the kind of everyday run-of-the-mill orc who's just here because Boss Man made him come out. All right.
It happens.
I don't know. Yeah, follow the man. All right, that's going to be it for Baldr. Kelroth. Warchief, doing just fine. Caster Orc, doing just fine. 1 regular Orc, and then 1 Orc barely kind of hanging on after getting a blinding flurry of blows in the snow.
Jaatuuli down 30 hit points. Just checking in.
For you ask.
My cat is here.
I will use my most powerful. No, I won't. I will cast heal because that's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal the Jaatuulmeister.
Yes.
Just a level 1 heal. That's all you're worth.
Oh my god, huh? Shit.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my other. Yeah, just level 1. I'm going to. Oh, is he close enough? How close is he to me?
30 feet, 40 feet.
Yeah. Okay, I'll run all my distance up to him. Here come the heals. Okay, that's bullshit.
Is that what you run in and say? Is that your? Here come the heels.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna override what D&D Beyond said because that's fucking bullshit. I rolled a 7.
Here come the heals. Here's 3
So-
hit points.
No, well, I can't even roll that low actually. But no, it landed. It just like the dice in the D&D Beyond thing was like literally standing on its edge, and it gave me the worst number. I was like, okay, listen, D&D Beyond. I don't care what you say.
Digital dice rolling.
What is an edge?
Yeah, it's just one of the issues with digital dice rolling. Especially like it has these stupid invisible sides. It's just like it's programmed. Just make it not do that. Anyways, So that's 15 hit points.
Ooh, very nice.
Yay.
Very nice.
Wait. Yeah, 7 plus 8, 15. Yep.
Yes. Okay.
I know math.
Heck yeah. Thank you.
We're all
Yep.
we're all struggling today with the math. All right. What else you got? That it? Very nice big
I mean,
heal.
that's my action.
Okay. Cool. Jaatuuli doing a little better. It is now Jaatuli's turn.
That's right. It is now Jaatuli's turn.
Gotta thin the herd out.
The guy that cast the spell on me, how far away is he?
About 20 feet.
And is there anybody in betwixt me and him?
Not like directly that you'd have to move around. You will take 2 attacks of opportunity though from the regular everyday orc and the warchief.
All right, I rush him.
Okay.
They both get their attacks at disadvantage because Eagle Barbarian.
They're actually going to get him straight up because the warchief's screaming and pointing actually gives everybody advantage. So everybody's going to have a straight up roll. The warchief is not going to hit you, and the regular orc is not going to hit you as well. So both attacks of opportunity miss.
All right.
And you're gonna run up on the caster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Run on the caster. So that is an 18 to hit.
Yes.
Stop it, cat. That is all right. Sorry. That is 14 damage from the first chop.
Feed me, you son of a bitch.
Like, you have food, God.
Not enough, asshole.
Yeah, clearly not.
Your animal handling check sucked.
Why are you so bad at this? And the second one was a 19 to hit.
Yes.
And that one is 12 damage.
Okay.
Stop. Now she's pulling on my computer cord. God, quit it.
Look, motherfucker, all you gotta do is feed me. We'll be all right. So you're gonna take 2 big slashes at this thing with your. You still have the stolen axe, yeah?
Yeah, it's the stolen axe.
Okay. With the frost giant skeleton's axe that's Orryn sawed off, right? Gave you a little shorter handle.
We shaved it down a little bit.
So this caster is dressed in all leather. He's more of the spiritual type, not particularly used to a bum rushing lizard folk swinging an axe quite mightily. You're going to take 2 big shots out of him, and he's going to kind of drop to the ground, just unprepared for such violence. All right, what else you got? That it?
Violence. I believe that is all I can do. Yep.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
All right. The war chief, upset that you ran away and he didn't get a good shot at you, is going to shit. Absolutely dropping my d20s. Is going to casually walk over in your direction. Cool as can be, as the dungeon master buys time to fish out a d20.
You got a special Jaatuuli D20?
I just have a shit ton of dice. Oh, Jesus Christ. A 19 and a 16.
The 19 is a hit.
Okay. Overconfident, he's going to take 2 big swings. Where's my D12? Ooh, very nice. 14. Jesus, how many fucking dice do I got to roll for this thing? 14 plus 5, 19. You're going to take 19 slashing damage before mitigation, so 9.
All right. Chop. Ouch.
The caster, once again, is going to start muttering the same kind of phrase that he was the last time. And I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
16.
Once again, despite having maybe a history of failed wisdom saves, older and wiser today, Jaatuuli, you managed to just let this thing kind of arbitrarily yell at you with no real effect.
I'm just raging out. I can't even understand him right now.
I'm so fucking mad.
I'm just screaming over the top of his words. That's why. He's like, oh, God.
One of the everyday orcs who missed with his attack of opportunity is going to come at you. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
You were going to take 7 slashing damage at its axe blow. And the other one, who's barely hanging on after Baldr wailed on him with one kind of weak arm. All right, let him roll straight up now with advantage. It's not going to get it done.
Did he leave?
What's that?
Did he move away from me?
Yes.
To attack Shatuli?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to use my attack of opportunity then
Okay.
against him.
Pick him in the newt, says he's running away.
Oh, alright. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes.
The newt shot.
He takes 7 points of damage as he tries to attack Jaatuuli.
So are you going to punch him before he turns to run, or are you going to wait for him to turn to run before you punch him?
So, like, as he's turning to run away, I just basically pivot and, like, bring the leg up and just spin around. And, like, as he's, like, goes to just run away, I just, like, catch him with the heel and the rib and, like, send him the opposite direction he's trying to run.
Okay. So you're gonna dispose of that orc as he attempts to run away, thus making his turn a moot point now. And Warcraft, boom, boom. Yeah, okay. So that will be it for the orcs. Baldr, it is now your turn. There's the caster on the ground in front of Jaatuuli, the Warchief right next to him, and the last of the ordinary orcs also on Jaatuuli as well. They're about, 10, 15 feet away?
Okay. So...
The mage, get the mage. I've been lucky so far. Get the mage.
I mean, come on, man. He's down on the ground in front of you. I'm like, Baldr's, seen enough of Jaatuuli, so where he just like, he's like, yeah, he's got that.
You got that, bro.
He's got that. You don't even need me for this.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm gonna move towards the Warchief.
Okay.
And attack him. Alright, we'll see how this one goes. 22?
To hit,
Or
yes.
23, sorry. Yes, 23 to hit. Alright. Second hit. Well, 1 on the die, so that's not gonna hit.
No. I don't know.
Alright.
I don't know what you would need for a plus 17 to hit, but to
I don't know, but I want it. That's all I gotta say. But since I did connect, he is going to take extra thunder damage. Because I still haven't, changed it up, and I'm consistent. So, what can I say?
So you have to be as consistent.
No, that sucks. So, it is... So 8 points of regular damage and then 3 points of thunder damage. So 11 all day.
Okay.
And then, actually, I will spend a key point and...
Oh, he's frozen.
No, I'm
Oh.
just thinking real quick.
Damn,
Oh,
dude,
no.
you're like Drax, bro. I thought you were frozen for real.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Not frozen.
That's right. That's the power. I'll go another flurry of blows
Okay.
on that.
You're like one of those shadow buskers downtown. Or statue buskers, yeah.
25 to hit on the first one,
Yes.
and then 18 to hit on the second one.
Yes.
All right. So 10 damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And 8 damage for the second hit, so 18.
All right. All right, very nice. What else? Is that it? We're into the bonus action key
that's
point
it.
part. Okay. All right, very nice.
No, that's it.
All
No more.
right.
I can't use 7 bonus actions. I'd love to, but
I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
how monks work. I know you just get a shit ton of attacks, so I'm just gonna wait till you stop throwing math at me to tell me that you're done. All right, so nice little round of damage there, Baldr. Very well done. Kelroth, you are up.
Kick him in the Jimmy. But you can't.
I can't.
I mean, you can. You just choose not to.
I'm afraid I'll get out of control and then just start kicking everybody in the dick.
We had this conversation before. You weren't here, but you were. But you weren't.
Yeah.
In spirit, he was.
In physicality, he was.
Yeah.
In meta,
Yeah,
he
I
was.
got it. I was here. No.
I was
here.
really quiet that day.
Baldr was there.
I had some stuff in my mind. I had stuff going on.
Baldr totally was listening.
Like, this is one of those situations where it's like, I guess nobody really needs my help at this point. You know, it looks like we've got this under wraps. Cure wounds. Again. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well
Stag it
that
up.
time that's a 1. So 9 hit points.
Balls.
Jesus.
Yep.
You can turn a 1 into a 9.
Yep.
Yeah. Like you said, I
Alright,
understand
well,
you're disappointed, but like
I mean-
still, that could have been way worse.
Yeah. Normally a 1 turns into like a
4.
4, a 5.
Hey dog, and then you got to
No.
give him the look, man, better than nothing face.
Sorry, that's all I got. Sorry,
This is it.
I
I'm a-
flubbed that one. What do you want?
Yeah, I'm a Healy boy. That's what I got.
All right.
Enjoy it.
Okay. So Jaatuuli, a big, like overwhelmingly large, warm hug feeling comes over you as you receive a bit of the blessing of whoever has kind of used Kelroth, at least to this point, to achieve, at least it appears, benevolent ends.
All right.
All right, we are back up to the top with Jaatuuli.
I'm raging. Remember? So
Yes.
I kind of like don't appreciate the hug feeling. I'm like, "Ugh, get off me. But I'm glad to have the healing.
angry about this hug.
Touch me. So I got a 16 and I got a 17.
Who you hitting?
The caster.
Okay, both of those do hit.
Excellent. I hate him.
Yeah.
So 14 damage from the first one
Okay.
and 15 damage from the second one.
All right. Your hatred of mages aside, or as a result of, go ahead and tell me how you dispatch of the eye of Grumash.
Ah.
Grumsh.
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 So he has only one eye because he plucked his own eye out.
Is that the lore?
That is the lore. You
Okay.
pluck your eye out to show your loyalty to Groomsh.
Dog, there's like fucking 5 paragraphs in a monster stat block. Like, look, dog, I ain't reading all that.
No. All right. Well, the first one is kind of a sloppy blow of pure anger and just takes his left arm off. And then the second blow is the one that gets him when it cuts him down right through the jaw and into the shoulder.
Yeah, so it's just going to kind of slump back in the snow as it never really got up from its lounging position. All right, so that one is now dead. What else you got?
That's the extent, other than just a quick intimidating roar.
Okay. All right. The Warchief is going to look at Jaatuuli and look at the caster. Think better of it, at least temporarily. And he's going to set his sights on Baldr with some big, chunky boy axe swings. Fucking
I don't know
hell.
how that would go.
Get rid of that.
Chunky chops.
Hold on. Sorry. A 22 and a 16 to hit.
The 22 will definitely hit.
Okay. 1d12 plus 4. 15. 16. You are going to take 19 slashing damage as this thing just kind of wheels around with the big one-armed whirlwind to take a slash out of your ribs. The last orc, seemingly wanting to follow and be cool with his boss, is also going to take a great axe swing at Baldr for... Oh, nope, a 12 is not going to get it done, so it's going to miss. And yeah, I'm running out of orcs, so that's it for the orc's turn. Baldr, back to you.
All right. So, having been slashed by the Warchief, I'm going to return the favor. And that is 19 to hit on the first one.
Yep.
And then a 11 to hit on the second one.
11's not going to get it done.
All right. Oh. 11 points of regular damage and 4 points of thunder damage.
All right.
And then go ahead and make a con save for me, as I'm going to spend a key point and stunning strike.
That's going to be a 23.
Yeah, he's going to save.
Yeah.
So
Orcs be stout. Okay. Is that it? Yeah.
yeah.
All right. All right. Baldr, having failed to stun the Warchief, probably just pissed him off, and it is now Kelroth's turn.
Stop it, kitty.
Is it just the Warchief left?
And one regular orc.
Yeah, there's 2 people left.
What's our hit point status?
What is
Thank
it?
you.
I'd be, like a little down, like a third. I'm all right still. I'm okay. I got like a couple cuts and bruises and stuff like that, but
I'm at 79.
I'm bleeding, but not bad.
Out of 95, so there's your math.
You're fine.
Okay. Yeah, I mean everyone's fine, but now that I have more spell slots, it doesn't feel so bad to like just dump a couple of level 1 heals. Here we go for Baldr.
for Baldr.
12.
Nice.
Yeah, all right.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said. And most of all of those cuts that you just saw have almost all disappeared.
There we go.
All right.
Plus, you got a free god hug.
Oh yeah.
I feel a little warm inside. Yeah.
Like
you
your
know,
like your
I
whole
feel
body,
love.
like your whole body is enveloped in like the biggest hug ever. From your shoulders all the way to your feet, really cozy, almost too cozy and too kind of overbearing. But the catharsis and the relaxations, it's very nice. Everybody loves a big hug.
I'm a big guy.
Sure.
I like hugs.
Right.
So it's almost overbearing, but I like hugs.
Yeah.
So like I hug they feel like the hug back. Like
I mystery force.
it's one of those like, all right, I get it, all right.
All right, very good. Kelroth, that's it. That's it for you, yeah.
That's it. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Back up to the top with Jaatuuli. Not feeding the cat.
Yeah.
Do feeding the cat. All right, we're gonna have Jaatuuli dodge, at least for the time being. Warchief gonna take another big swing at Baldr. Not gonna get it done. 16 on the first one, and a 20 on the second one.
Yeah, the 20 will hit.
Okay.
Just barely.
12 plus 4 plus the d4. All right. 3, 6. You're going to take 13 slashing damage.
All right.
So the Warchief will have gone. Jaatuuli, go ahead. It's your turn.
All right. Time to take some chops at the Warchief here.
Okay.
I'm going to swing recklessly at him.
All right.
So the first one was a 22.
Yep.
And the second one was a 22.
Yes.
All right. So chop number 1. 14 damage.
Okay.
Chop number 2. 15 damage.
All right.
That's
Big.
what I got.
All right, 2 big mighty axe swings at it. In its pain, it's going to slash out at Baldr, do what it did. The other orc, the last little baby orc, is going to take a shot at Baldr. Ooh, yeah, it's going to get done. 25 to hit. And it doesn't do as much damage. D12 plus 3. And then Baldr's going to take another 10 slashing damage from the orc. That is it for the orc's turn, and we are back to Baldr. The Warchief, definitely not doing well. The last little ordinary foot soldier orc, still at full health, which is to say not very much.
All right. 15 to hit on the first one.
Which you checking the Warchief or the regular orc?
Yeah, the Warchief.
15's not going to get it done.
All right. And then 25 on the second one.
That will get it done.
All right. 10 points of regular damage, 5 points of thunder damage.
Okay. The orc Warchief.
And then
okay, go ahead.
Key point dodge as well.
Okay, for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Your attacks have dropped the Warchief to one knee, as it seems barely capable of carrying its axe, much less really putting up much of like an effort to fight. All right, that's it for Baldr. And Kelroth, it is you.
Get him.
Oh, that takes too long to cast. Okay, yep, I'm just gonna chill.
Okay.
Yep. Holding on to that healing though.
All right. All right, back up to the top with Jaatuuli. Warchief, very much not doing well. Regular orc doing just fine as far as regular orcs go.
All right. I'm going to recklessly attack this guy in front of me, the war chief.
Okay.
So I got a 22.
Yep.
I just keep rolling 15s. All right. And I got a 22.
Okay.
So the first attack is 13.
All right.
And the second attack will actually be a bite, not an axe.
Okay.
And that will be 10 damage.
All right. Yeah. So between the axe blow and the bite, it's up to you to describe which one like really dispatches him. Do you bite the vanquished body of this orc war chief, or do you bite it to finish it off?
Have you seen Conan where he cuts off James Earl Jones's head?
Yes.
The first one kind of loosens the neck, and the second one rips the head off. And I shake it around, and blood fountains all over everywhere.
Dropping in the snow, a little bit of steam kind of escapes as the warm orc blood hits the loose snow in what is still a blizzard. All right, what else you got?
I still have the head in my mouth as I turn around and focus on the last orc.
Okay.
And that's all I got, though. So that's how he has to just exist. Me staring at him.
Okay. The last orc seems absolutely terrified, but still determined to do orc stuff. So he is going to take a swing at Jaatuuli in the hopes to avenge his war chief. And it looks like a 22 to hit.
Yeah, good job.
And you are going to take 7 slashing damage after your mitigation's 14.
All right.
All right, that's going to be it for him. Jaatuuli orc. Baldr. 1 orc remains.
I guess he is the unlucky target then. 19 to hit for the first one.
Yes.
Solid action.
13 to hit for the second one.
Yes.
All right.
Wow, what a peon.
So 6 points of regular damage, 3 points of thunder damage for the first hit,
Okay.
and then 12 points of damage for the second hit.
All right. Tell me how you dispatch of the final member of this orc war party.
It's basically just kind of like a quick palm to the face, and then before he even realizes it, it's just a swift spin around heel kick to the temple, and he just kind of like doesn't even realize it, and then just drops down dead.
Like the dudes that go limp in UFC, just rigid and
Yeah, just
Yep.
knees touch each other, and then just dead. Just
Yeah.
drops down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The sounds of battle cease. The and the air becomes calm once again in this blizzard. There are bodies scattered about, not just from the orcs that you just fought, but from what appear to be a Goliath or two as well. Orryn or the Axebeak are nowhere to be seen as the Axebeak rode off into the distance towards the shore in a northwesterly kind of way. And you are left there. Combat has been resolved. We are out of initiative order. And you are surrounded by these bodies. What do you guys want to do?
Looting.
Want to see what the fuck is inside?
At least like to start looking at any of the 3 or 4 bodies that are close to my feet.
Okay. 1 second. Where did it go? Here we go. On them, you are going to find a scroll of Thaumaturgy. An odd, what appear to be coins, but not from like a civilization or the Forgotten Realms that you are familiar with. There's 12 of them. They seem to be about the same size as, regular money as far as you go. Well, not you per se, but to everybody else, they look like regular silver coins, just not the ones they're familiar with in Forgotten Realm, in the, parts of Forgotten Realms that they've been to.
12?
Yes.
Okay.
And then at the Warchief, there is a spear with what appears to be 2 dragon teeth kind of on a little like bauble towards the end, that little part that you like flick that, is the distraction. There appear to be a spear with 2 dragon teeth on it. And when you pick the spear up, it seems to be warm to the touch.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh. Only Orryn were here to tell me what it do.
Yeah, right. So I will put the spear on my back, and then the coins I'll throw in my purse, and then the scroll of thaumaturgy. I don't
Only
know.
Spirit can use that one.
I mean, I really wouldn't even really know, would I? Until that's just one of those.
Kelroth may have got a look at it.
What am I looking at?
Scroll of Thaumaturgy.
Oh. I mean, that's kind of junk.
Wiley, thanks for the host. Don't you? All clerics get it?
No, but I've got it through. Or do they? I don't think so. I think thaumaturgy is more of a wizard's thing, but maybe I get it. It's hard to say because I got it through.
Okay.
No. It is cleric. It is cleric.
Because I was going to say wizards get prestidigitation, which is way better.
Oh, right. Yeah,
way better.
Or Halloon could do thaumaturgy, which I did a lot.
And as the kind of night settles and you go through the bodies, you're going to be facing the southeast, which is basically going to be back towards the, from the direction that you came. And off in the distance, above the dark nighttime clouds, there is like this kind of aura or light source behind the clouds, in the same way that the sun everywhere else in Faerun occasionally peeks out from behind a really dark cloud, you can still kind of see, or at least you know that light is trying to get through. And in this one, there is almost this familiar blue aura or light source seemingly in the clouds off to the southeast.
I better not be Cryovane, or I swear someone will pay.
In the blinding blizzard snow, a silhouette and figure appears on a floating disc. Why, if you are all done playing in the snow, might I suggest we go inside, lest more dangerous things present themselves to us. You have no need to worry for your friend, for I hate to divulge this, but I feel that I must. I have been tracking every single one of you since our first encounter, and at least I know where your friend is. He does not appear to be moving, but I worry for what else may have found him in this blizzard.
You're tracking us.
I feel that coworkers should be available to each other, especially in something such as this kind of collaborative process that we appear to have undertaken together.
So
I mean, yeah, that's why I've been tracking you too. It's no big deal.
Kind of looks. Well, I have no desire to be cold any longer. It is quite warm in the mansion, and I shall return. You are welcome to join me, and we will search out for your friend, or should he move, we shall go get him. But I'm going inside, for it is quite nice, and the brandy is delicious, and dinner is even better. And she spins around like in a zero-turn radius mower and begins to head back from the direction you came towards this dark kind of silhouette that is the mansion sitting in the middle of Icewind Dale.
Yeah,
So-
why would we not go get Orryn? That would be my. If she knew where he was, why wouldn't we?
Yeah. Crazy. Let's go get Orryn.
I heard dinner.
Hey, can I get a plate to go?
Orryn.
All right, so she turns and looks. Very well. I suppose your loyalty is to be commended. I shall go inside now. The mansion will be here when you are done. Your friend is off that direction towards the shore.
Well, we eat on the way then. I pull a chunk of meat out of my bag and start gnawing on it. We'll walk the direction.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's get our boy back.
Okay. Are you guys gonna walk? Or you can take axe beaks.
I'll take the axe because it's quicker. They're
Okay.
good in the snow.
All right.
Mush.
As you mount the axe beaks and kind of follow, I guess, the trail of Orryn's birds' tracks in the snow, the bird traveled in pretty straight line, didn't kind of meander or wander. And as you continue to follow the tracks, you begin to see the shore, the sea of moving ice, the slight little aurora that has kind of darkened and intensified in your times in Icewind Dale can be seen way out in the distance of the water. And just as you get to the shore, there appears to be a gigantic hole cut in the ice, probably about 20 feet by about 10 feet. Next to it is a post with a bell. You see an axe beak, the orc who stole it, 2 more large, imposing orcs, and a tiny little, we'll say, bundle that appears to be tied up, resting on the ground near the axe beak and the post with the bell.
Can I use my eagle eyes to view in detail?
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception check. At advantage, since put my glasses on. Oh, giving me advantage? Done. Let's see what we could see.
Dunzo. What was my perception? It's on a tab here. Okay, there we go. 19.
It is covered entirely in like a burlap and bound. You are almost certain it is Orryn based on like size.
All right.
I hunker into a stealthy position. Let's get him.
Raging out and running at him.
Rage run.
Held over my head. Oh! I can run pretty quick.
Okay. Boom.
My speed's 40 feet, so run is 4 times. So I should be able to get up on him pretty quick.
As you come in screaming, the orc seems to look kind of surprised. One of them appeared about to grab the bell, but thinks otherwise of it. We'll go ahead and just keep you guys all went to get Orryn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll basically just keep the same initiative order.
that's fine.
Jaatuuli, you're going to go running up there with a full head of steam. Like I said, there are 2 like physically imposing orcs, and then the one kind of 13 AC, or what is it? Yeah, 13 AC peon that you were
Loser.
that you were deriding earlier.
Nerd.
Weak. The weak one is the one who's going to get it.
Okay.
I'm going to chop him. Got a 17 to hit.
Okay.
And 16 damage.
So with your full head of steam and your fury and your desire to rescue your little buddy, you one-shot this orc, and I imagine you do it in spectacular fashion.
Oh, yeah. Flying with the axe over my head and then coming straight down into the middle of his forehead.
And it is going to collapse lifelessly in the snow. The other 2 orcs seeming unimpressed. There's 2 of them. They're pretty big. All right. What else you got?
Well, did it take all my movement to get there?
No, we'll say 40 feet. Is that all your
right.
Is that all your movement?
No.
Okay.
One of the guys up there, I'll go ahead and I'll tackle him.
Okay.
I'll give him the old Goldberg spear.
and try and take him down.
All right.
So me versus him. Strength.
Yeah.
I have advantage. So I got a 22.
He got a 15, but he also has a +6 to strength. Just shitty roll. Yeah, so you're we'll say it's the first one. You're gonna tackle him and what, knock him prone?
Yep, tackle him and knock him prone.
Okay.
And just stare at him.
It's my bike, punk. All right. So the first one will be knocked prone. What else you got?
That's it.
Okay. All right. The orcs. The one who just got knocked prone is going to stand up and scream. What's that?
And he has to beat me in a strength
Oh,
roll.
okay. I can do that.
I don't know.
24.
21.
24 this time.
Oh wow, he does get up.
Okay.
He did something, though.
Anything else aside from just being prone using half my movement?
That's it.
Okay.
That's the only shitty thing.
All right. So, hey, and considering what number I have to beat to get up. All right. So he's going to kind of shove Jaatuuli off of him. I mean, my man's still an orc. He's not, it's not nothing
not
small. Right. And he's going to wield back with his great axe, having gotten enough distance between them. That's going to be 22 to hit on the first one.
Yep.
And 22 to hit on the second one.
Yep.
Okay.
Look at what you guys made me do.
12d8,
Getting chopped.
d4, d4. All right. You are going to take 10, 11, 13, 14, 26 plus 8, 34. You're going to take 17 slashing damage after your mitigation. Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, damn, 34. But yeah, barbarians. So 17 as he takes two good shots with his axe. The other one going to do the same.
Inspired by the first.
24 and a 22 this time to hit.
Yep.
And all right,
I really need a couple levels of Artificer.
okay. Boom.
It wouldn't work the same, but
5, 7,
That's
9, 12, 15. This one you're only going to take 7 slashing damage. This one's not as badass as the other one. All right, that's going to be it for the orcs. Yeah, Baldr. Just the two big imposing ones remain.
All right. First hit. 19 to
Yep.
hit on the first one.
Yep.
23 to hit on the second one.
Yes.
Uh, 11 points of regular damage, 4 points of thunder damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And then 10 points of damage for the second hit.
All right, very nice. Was that 25 all
And
day?
then, yep. And then I will do another unarmed attack for my bonus action, which does a 13 hit.
It does not.
All right, and I will miss with
Okay.
that one.
All right. Still, nice little round. Nice turn. 25 points of damage to one of the kind of badass elite orc troops. That's it for Baldr. Kelroth. Fucked your boy Jaatuuli up.
not cool. Super not cool, bro.
Very.
It's kind of the dynamic of what I do. You're muted, buddy.
I'm going to I'm gonna try something different. Since I haven't taken any damage, I'm doing okay. I'm going to cast Life Transference.
Ooh, okay.
So let us see here. So I deal 20 points of damage to myself, and I heal Jaatuuli 43 points of damage.
Whoa.
Let me just double check that. It says
You should.
you get your I can't see. Equal to 2 plus 44.
All right. Hell yeah, I'm back
Nope,
up.
45, because it's the creature regains an additional 2 plus the spell's level. So it was a level 3 spell, so 45 healing to yourself. But I took 20 damage.
100% healed
Nice.
and super like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
An exceptionally like large hug and almost the sensation of like a weighted blanket as well. Just all enveloping, comforting, really warm sensation rises over you.
Wow.
And you just hear behind you, ow.
Oh,
Wow, that was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I can heal big ones, but I have to hurt myself to do it. So
Don't we all? Just put on the Smiths and you'll be fine.
yeah, it's a good one. Though I can roll low, so of all my heals, it has the
The biggest swing.
highest potential to have the lowest. But obviously, if I heal less, then I don't take as much damage. So
That's kind of-
sort of balanced a little bit in that way.
That's actually pretty badass. All right. Yeah. Little self-sacrifice from Kelroth. Jaatuuli, good to go. Is that it for you? Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's my action.
All right.
And I'm just sticking with the guys, so there's no movement like outside of just staying with them.
Okay. All right, Jaatuuli. You're feeling great, homie. Like, really feeling
Wow.
it.
I'm feeling stoked. All right. I will go ahead.
The one that you
And-
tackled, a little bit of damage. The other one still just fine.
The one that I tackled is the one that I chopped.
Okay.
So I got a 17 on the first chop
Yep.
and a 22 on the second chop.
Yep.
So 13 for the first chop and 18 for the second
Ooh.
chop.
Very nice. Oh, sorry. That was my math moment. All right. Very nice. What else you got? That's it? Just two big swings.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, after tackling this dude, you're turning him out with the axe blows. The orcs, once again, same deal. The one in front of you who just got chopped up pretty good. Ooh. Okay. So one's going to be a 13, and one of them's going to be a nat 20.
Oh,
All right.
well, they both missed. No, I'm just kidding. The 13 did.
16, 24.
Manny rolling revenge dice today.
The Orc Warchief gets a bunch of like stuff. Advantage to everybody because of the screams, and then just because an extra D8 just for shits and giggles because you're angry and an orc.
Wow.
Okay. All right. 16, 24, 32, 39, 40, 41. You're going to take 20 slashing damage as this orc is sick of fucking around, does not like your Goldberg spear. It basically came out with a cattle prod and
Oh,
And-
it poked my hand at my streak.
and
huh?
and Scott hauled you in the ring.
Quick power bomb and that's it.
But no finger poke of death. That'll be in a couple of weeks. The other one is going to.
20 after reduction, or
Yeah, it was 41 total. So 20. So 20 afterwards. The other one's going to be 16 to hit. No. And a 23. So the 16, I imagine, doesn't get it done.
nope, but the 23 sure do.
23. 1,
What a pecker.
16,
Trying to kill me
12,
of all people.
16,
How could you?
16, 20, 24. You're going to take 12 slashing damage from this one.
After the
Mitigation, yeah. 24.
damn.
All right, that's going to be it for the orcs, who seem very content to defend their little package. Phrasing. Baldr.
All right. Gonna go after the same one that I had been unleashing on already. That was probably not gonna hit. 11 to hit.
Does not.
That one's definitely gonna hit. 25 to hit. All right. Oh wow, nice. Hell yeah. 13 points of regular damage, 6 points of thunder damage, and then bonus unarmed attack.
Bonus. I like the term bonus.
Right?
It feels good.
I knew a brother and
19
sister.
to hit.
Yes, a brother and sister in college who that was their last name.
Bonus.
Bonus. Spelled differently, not like a prize bonus, but.
And 6 points on the.
All right. Describe how you take down this warchief that has been slashing and really doing some damage on your boy Jaatuuli.
As he's like just been chopping away, I've just been kind of like slowly like hitting spots on his arm and stuff like that, and like as he goes back to like hit Jaatuuli one more time, I just kind of like go up and hit his arm, and as I hit it, his arm just kind of like goes limp as I just kind of like separate it from the like the bone in the socket, so he's just kind of like flopping around, and then as I go in for the second one, it is just kind of like a straight flat blow to the sternum, kind of like stop his heart.
Oh, God.
Oh, you're getting the old heart punch.
Yeah. So great. Who's watching Kill Bill today? This guy probably. All right. So one of these fitter-looking orcs has now been dispatched. Totally Baldr. Kelroth, it is up to you. One orc remains, one of the fitter ones, and they are, however, they're doing. I don't think Jaatuli's doing well. If he wasn't a barbarian, he'd be dead.
Oh yeah. But I'm okay. Otherwise, I'm all right. Half as good as I would.
Yeah. Eat 21 points of healing.
Eat it. Okay.
And shove it upon you.
Pull a magical sub sandwich out. And
Yep.
I'm thinking of it like the wedding when the groom like smashes the cake into the girl's face, like take this healing.
oh,
I pull up my healing hand and I just slap you with it.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Heal, slap. Fabulous.
It's like spicy food. It stings, but in the best way.
It's still good. Your nose is running a little bit and your eyes are watering.
Yeah. Like that puts some pep in your step. You're like, wow, I'm ready to bite.
green.
All right. All right. I imagine that's it for Kelroth. Jaatuuli.
Yep.
All right.
One spell is always easy to do, especially when it's always healing.
I will stand up
and look at the open hole in the ice
Okay.
and kind of smile a little bit and rush him, and I'm going to throw him in it.
Ah.
So he needs to make
Okay.
a strength save or be tossed into the hole. Or not a strength save, but an opposing strength roll.
Let me pull out.
Or be tossed into the hole. So good luck on that.
11.
22.
Okay, 11.
Okay, I pick him up like I'm going to give him a scoop slam, you know? But instead of scoop slamming him, I give him a tour of the islands and just dump him into the water.
He splashes into the water and sinks down ever so slightly from the actual physical force of you dropping him in there, plus the weight of his armor. And as he comes back to the surface, you can see the ice cold, frigid water like affecting his motor skills and his ability. And just with the biggest effort you can see, but very little result, he starts to kind of dog paddle to the shore. And as he does so, he just keeps looking down and down into the deep water. And as he does, just as he's about to get probably within arm's reach of the edge of the cutout, the water gets very dark, bubbles form underneath him, and a gigantic humpback whale comes up through the hole, closing its mouth around him and dragging him back down underwater.
Oh,
I don't want to meet the humpback whale that just eat orcs.
Um,
That's not the kind of.
anything that cool in his life.
And that's where we're gonna leave it for today.
You can imagine Jaatuli's just like, yes, yes, that was so awesome. He's just like he's gonna tell about this in the bars for years. He's gonna be like, hey, Kelroth.
Remember that time I chucked that orc and he got eaten by the
You remember that time that orc got eaten by that whale? God, that was awesome.
You're like, it's 3 a.m, Jaatuli. Go to sleep.
Go to bed. I don't care.
pounded on the walls. Yeah, so we will leave the question of Orryn's well-being till next week, as well as potentially what this big hole and bell are doing here in the middle of the tundra.
Whatever they're doing, it's so damn cool.
All right. Well, I mean, I the second you were like, "Hey, I'm gonna throw him in the water," I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Because yes, foreshadowing right at the end.
It was
Yes.
like on Mortal Kombat 2 when you're in the acid level.
Oh,
It's like finish him and you're like into the fucking level hazard, you know? I figured that's kind of what it was, so I was like, well, I'll just slam his ass into that water and see what happens.
all right. Episode, what is this? 23? 20,
23.
23.
Yeah, over 23. Yeah,
This one,
we're getting in there.
yeah, this one titled "A Traveling Companion," as it alludes to Valen Harple. So yeah, the party has now defeated the orcs. One of them eaten by a very large whale. Post in a bell in this oddly cut out piece of ice, and a tiny little kind of burlap bundle that we will all get to next week. Yeah, so that was great. That could not have ended any better. That was awesome. And we also got to see what combat encounters look like when there's only 3 of you, and the cleric brings the big heals, so the barbarian doesn't get slashed
The
down.
big heels.
Yeah,
We didn't have the Thunder Gauntlet giving everybody disadvantage.
they all had advantage because of the Warchief, so like everybody just would have been rolling straight up. But mechanically, you see the power of advantage for everybody, just wailing away on you guys. All right.
Yeah.
So
Great blows.
we open the show by meeting the characters. We close the show by meeting the even better people behind these characters. And then we'll do some little bit quick channel news and we will get out of here. Let us start with, I don't know, I think it's safe to call him the session MVP. Kelroth, tell us about Dustin.
Oh, I'm Dustin. I play the Dungeons and the Dragons. I'm currently re-addicted to World of Warcraft because the Burning Crusade came out.
I would say
So I'm
classic,
playing
right?
that. Yeah, classic. I
Okay.
don't play the retail stuff. It's boring. Yeah, I just celebrated my 10th anniversary,
Congrats, man.
and I got lots of my partners sent me on a scavenger hunt, and every clue had a gift with it. So I got some golf clubs, I got a board game, I got a bottle of booze. You know, this is pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. I'm liking the golf clubs. The sun is coming out up here, and it's nice and toasty. Good for hitting balls around.
Even chat wishes you guys happy 10th anniversary from our buddy Wiley Hobbit. Says happy 10th anniversary.
Yay.
So yeah, man, good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's go up to our returning player after being absent last week. Baldr, tell us about Lewis.
I am Lewis. As Manny said, returning after, feeling a little under the weather last week. It all happens.
That second
But,
vaccine shot's no joke, bro.
Yeah, vaccinate everybody. It's no joke. But again, love playing Dungeons and Dragons, love being here with these guys, love playing on this channel with, a wonderful friend of mine, Manny. And can't wait to see where this campaign goes and where it goes from here.
Starting to ramp up. And yeah, buddy. All right, let's finish it up with the winner of what we'll call the Orcish Royal Rumble this evening, who cast the last man out onto the floor. Both feet definitely touched the floor. So known Shawn Michaels, Kofi Kingston. Yeah. Jaatuuli, tell us about Tenta.
I'm Tenta. I just so happen to actually love wrestling. So I got all those references and it made me excited. I love wrestling. I love fighting. I like UFC. I like bare knuckle fighting. I like K1, Pride, all those things. Yeah. But more than all those things, I love tabletop and I love D&D and I love Shadowrun and Gamma World and so many others. And I'm just grateful to be here with my bros and glad to have a D&D group that I actually really, really look forward to seeing as much as I look forward to playing the game.
Awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, so those are amazing players. Like I said, everything this channel has was built on these four guys deciding that they wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons online with a dude who'd never done it and didn't know shit about it. But we've done it anyway. We've made it 23 episodes now. We've already got plans for what comes after this. We're all going to stick together, same night, just switch up what we're doing. We'll be more about that in the near future. I'm Manny at GrowedUpGeek on your social medias, your host and dungeon master here always on Wednesday nights or Tuesday nights for Twilight Malediction. On tomorrow night on our usual Wednesday show, you can catch the second episode of our Ravenloft themed little mini season of shows. Tomorrow will take place in an undead Egyptian kind of a theme. That is to support Esmeralda's Dossier of Dread, this supplement I worked on with a bunch of other really great creative people in the D&D community. 40 NPCs for all of your Ravenloft adventures, available now on Dungeon Masters Guild. And then on Sundays, you can catch actually Lewis and I and our good friend from chat tonight, Wiley Hobbit, as we play Greyhawk Lives, our postmodern 5th edition take on the Greyhawk setting. I believe we're in the level like 14, 10, 13 sessions, somewhere around there. So that one's just starting to pick up. To everybody who watched tonight, thank you for coming out. To, as always, my favorite people who come out and play every week, thank you very much. I love you and appreciate you more than anything. To our buddy Landon, who was busy with work, this is what happens when you miss episodes, buddy. Your character gets kidnapped, and maybe who knows what happens. We'll see if you come back next episode. You'll be fine. So a little ransom.
Got ate by a whale, son.
Yeah, our little ransom demand for one of our friends in the group. So like I said, you can catch us here every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. for Twilight Malediction. Wednesday nights for One Shot Wednesdays. We've got Ravenloft until the end of July. 2 more episodes from me. And then our good friend Lisa Brownwin will be guest DMing for, I believe, all of us actually, for a new kind of mini Curse of Strahd that she's going to be running us through. That will be the entire month of July on Wednesdays. And then in August, we will be running our big 4-part season finale narrative, Assault on Mount Celestia. That'll be coming in August. And yeah, stick around. We'll have more information about all that. Thanks for everybody for coming out tonight. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, if not Sunday on the Wiley Hobbit Twitch channel. Or if not, we'll see you right back here next week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see everybody later. Bye-bye.